I guess it's, in a way, the US returning to its sort of isolated state that it
Yeah,
might have been in pre-World War II,
yeah,
but this time economically. But I
yeah,
don't think they'll stop dropping bombs on people, so they'll stay globalist in that way.
yeah.
But do you think this is the end of that kind of globalist trade mentality? Has that run its course? Or is that just them and the rest of us are still on that?
Yes, I think you're right. I think there is somewhat an end to that. And although Trump is sort of the hated figurehead, that hasn't come from Trump, Paul. That hasn't come from Trump. That's come from movements across the world. The British voted for Brexit. There's been the rise of all these parties in Europe that are anti-immigration. This anti-globalisation movement has been going on for decades now. So there's blamed for high inequality, poor workers losing their jobs. And I think the truth of it is the US academic economists, once led by fine figures like Milton Friedman, my view is they've come up with no answers. And they're incredible hypocrites about it. Paul Krugman won the Nobel Prize for his work on international economics, promoting free trade. He said it was a wonderful thing. Then a decade or two later, people said, but it's hurting a lot of workers and increasing inequality. And essentially, Krugman had no answer to that. He said, well, to the extent I've got an answer, we should be more like Denmark or Sweden. And he said, these countries have general welfare states. That's how to pick up the damage. You know what? Americans didn't want higher taxes to pay for the welfare states. So there were no answers. The American economists had no answers. Trump came along and said, I'm going to deal with the issue through tariffs. And it is part, if you like, of the anti-globalisation backlash, which ironically the left wing have been carrying on about for 20 years, but not provided any answers.